Good evening. Welcome to Injustice Investigations. I am your host, Al Scott. As always, we thank you all for tuning in to our live broadcast tonight. Nephew Tommy, nephew Toby is out on business this evening. He might join us and he might not. Chances are he probably won't join us this evening, but he will be back with us, this Lord willing, on tomorrow night. Who did I see here first? Miss Watts. Okay, yes, it's you. Good evening to you. Good evening to Tammy. Always 100. Never ever fake. She just would not do that. Dana Hudson. I love you big time. Okay. There's a lot that I want to discuss tonight, but I already know that I won't be able to get to everything that I want to bring to you all this evening. We're going to bring you R. Kelly. I'm going to speak briefly on R. Kelly, but I'm going to wait until my nephew comes back because we collaborate on something on R. Kelly. So we'll just give you a little small piece of what's going on right now. Rod Jackson, good evening to you. Eddie Moore is in the house as well. I love you big time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I trust and hope that everyone has had a good day. I've had a busy day, stressful day, but nevertheless, we're still here, and to God be the glory for that. One thing that I want to share with you all tonight, we haven't set a date for it yet, but my nephew and I, we're going to bring you a new segment to the show, and it's only going to be on Thursday nights. It's called Relationship Thursdays, and we'll just talk about relationships every Thursday right here. And what we would like to do is to have a female on the feed with us when we're speaking on relationships. We can do this via phone or she can be on the screen. So you don't have to be no psychologist, no professor, whatever. If you ever been in a relationship, I'm positive you got something to share that the people need to hear. So if anyone is interested in that, just send us an email. We will go from that. Hopefully we'll start it next Thursday. Don't hold us to that, but hopefully that's what we're gunning for. Oh, Grandma's in the house. All right. Hey, Mr. Rod Jackson. All right. Passed through that Grandma the other day we was going to Monroe to see Cynthia's parents, Bastard, to see her parents and stuff. God, I hadn't been to Grambling in decades. Last time I went to Grambling, we were DJing down there. We did Grambling, and then we went to Northwestern. We was with it was called Guaranteed Party Productions. And I remember the slogan, it said, if we didn't do your party, then you didn't have a party. I thought I was a shit back then. Oh, you couldn't tell Eddie Mae's boy nothing. Thank you for joining us this evening. Miss Patricia is in the house. Toby will probably be back tomorrow night. Patricia, he's out taking care of some business this evening. So he said if he got an opportunity to get in, he would. And I'm sure he's going to be tired when he get in. So I'm just by myself tonight. I hope y'all not disappointed. I hope you're not. Okay, listen. I don't know how much you have to hear. I don't know how much you have to see. I don't know when common sense will show up in your mind and show out. I don't know how many times you got to see the handwriting on the wall. I don't know how many times you're going to have to listen to the alleged victims when it comes to Robert Sylvester. You all know him as R. Kelly. You've heard me say this before, and I said until the day I die. There's absolutely no defense for absolute wrong. There is none. There is none. There's none. So if we say there's Hypothetically, they're not. Hypothetically, they're not. But let's say they had 75 witnesses on R. Kelly. You mean to tell me 75 women, well, I'm wrong, 75 people, 75 women, girls, and boys, and men are all lying on R. Kelly? Don't make any sense. This does not require any intellect. But people see what they want to see. They hear what they want to hear. What they don't want to see, they don't see it. What they don't want to hear, he ain't said. R. Kelly once had a large bank account. He was unstoppable. People that had been in the industry for decades was calling on R. Kelly. Do something with me, collab with me, write this for me. Some of them, their career had already died. R. Kelly came, resuscitation, brought him back. You can't take that from him. The man is a genius in that field. That's him. He was born to do that. You heard me say time and time again that whenever somebody is counting on you, don't never, ever let them down. These people worship R. Kelly, idolized him, knew his songs backward. Some traveled from city to city, from state to state, just to watch him perform. That's LOVE. That's what it is. He took it over. Michael Jackson, of course. The song, You're Not Alone. Okay. If someone goes to see R. Kelly, whether they're underage or not, whether they're naive or not, nothing that anyone can say to me would justify R. Kelly violating those people. R. Kelly had all of our undivided attention. Even in some of his songs, this is just me, I can hear the voice of God. You knew he had a relationship with God, but he was still struggling with some things. Tammy says, I don't have money or nothing they can take. I probably know a lot of his songs by heart. But just as quick as you rise to stardom, you can drop down like a pancake and be passed flat. Dennis Moore says real talk, and he has a love-hate for women. Amen. Amen. Look who here, y'all. Miss Renfie's in the house. Hey, Miss Renfie. Love you big time. When somebody believes in you and they look up to you, why would you let them down? Why would you let them down? When you let them down, sometimes it's hard for them to come back. It's hard for them to forgive you. It's hard for them to see you in that light they once saw you in. This week, they got to hear a tape of R. Kelly cussing people out, threatening people, threatening one woman, accusing her of taking his watch and telling her what could happen to her over that material thing. We heard R. Kelly threaten people after people after people. When he gave Gayle King, Valerie, I'm not going to disagree with you on that because you're 100% right, and I'm going to touch that before I get through. You're absolutely right. When he was being interviewed by Gayle King, y'all heard me say it 101 times. They knew that he would probably go off, or if he didn't go off and didn't do anything, well, it was a catch-22. Either you lose or you lose. So he went off. Yet and still, Gayle King, in Lifetime, I said, they're speaking to potential jurors and what they're doing, because there's nowhere on planet Earth can you go and not know about this. It just don't happen that way. So, but what they were doing, and they do this all the time, they were speaking to potential jurors about R. Kelly. They were trying to paint R. Kelly as a monster in human form. That's what I say. That's how they wanted you to see him. But R. Kelly is not a monster in human form. Stop that. I see things different now. And I'm like Bobby Brown. It's my prerogative. I can change my mind if I want to. I've changed my mind off of seeing some things, hearing some things. R. Kelly is a monster in human form. They wasn't painting him out to be that. That's what he was. That's what he was. That's what he is. The man had the world in the palm of his hand. It's like when Toni Braxton, if I know I love Toni Braxton, when she posed one time, not nude, but damn near, and she received a backlash from that. Somewhere down the line, it was said that she said that she was trying to get people's attention. I don't know if she said that or not. Don't quote me on that. Somebody said she said, I never saw her. But here's the thing. Let's say she did say that. Toni Braxton didn't have to go that route because she had our undivided attention the first time she stepped out and said, Love, should have brought you home, Mr. Scott. First time. Okay, Rod Jackson says, who doesn't argue with their girlfriends or said things in the heat of the moment? Okay, now I know where you're going with this here, so let me tone you down a little bit, okay? We do that. Couples do that. R. Kelly action does not have anything to do with relationships. Nothing. There is no love from R. Kelly when he's freaking with these people. That is not a relationship. That's relations. So that don't even fit R. Kelly. It don't. And it never will. R. Kelly is a monster in human form. And he should spend the rest of his damn life in prison. It's as simple as that. Y'all got to get past who he is. Get past who he is and look at him for what he has done. He's ruined people's lives. Some people really wanted started. They wanted to sing. They wanted to be there. Come on over, I'll take care of you. And he lied to them just to get them in there. And so some of them probably did things they never thought they would do, especially with R. Kelly. But whatever it is, well, in this industry, baby, it ain't how good you're saying, baby. It's how good you can blow. You know what I'm saying to you, baby? So this is R. Kelly. Whatever he wants, he's going to get. I don't know how anybody can respect him after that. But I know this, that position determines perspective. What you see depends upon where you're at in your head. And I'm not going to even say, what if it was your daughter? Think about it being your daughter. I don't want you to go there because I got to set at you to get you to look at it that way. It don't mean nothing. You already gone. It doesn't matter. What matters is how R. Kelly raped these women, violated these women, all because of the freak in him. Okay, Rob. Okay, yeah, we're not going to go back and forth tonight. You're absolutely right. Let me say this here because we got to move on. I think I know where you're going, so don't do that tonight. Don't do that. Your opinion is your opinion. I don't. You can disagree with me until the cows come on. That's your prerogative. But we both are going to do it in a respectable way. And no, you have not disrespected me or people on the live feed. But I know where this is going. So we're not going to spend all night going back and forth with you because whatever I said, you're going to come with something totally different. Okay. So it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. R. Kelly needs to spend the rest of his goddamn life inside of a jail cell. Where R. Kelly is at, that is the world that R. Kelly created. So we got to get out our feelings for R. Kelly and look at what R. Kelly has done. And if R. Kelly wasn't sitting in a jail cell tonight, he'll still be doing that shit. I hope some of y'all that love him and don't believe he's guilty, I hope y'all don't have kids. I do. I do. I do. R. Kelly is about to get his due because it's coming. It's coming. It's just as simple as that. We're taping people. We're going around town with tapes in our bags, back pocket, for the individual that want to try to blow the whistle or say they're going to leave. I made you do some degrading shit. If you said that, I'm going to play this. That's black. That's black. That's exactly what it is. It's black. That's a threat. That's a threat. That's a threat. You walk in, ex-band member, gonna surprise R. Kelly, gonna scare him. Gonna scare him. They're gonna surprise him. Well, it didn't work out that way. They got surprised when they saw him beating the hell out of Aaliyah buck naked. Buck to the naked. I mean, buck to the naked. Do y'all not know that was a child? That was a child. That was a child. Some of you, I think it's a Kendra. I tell you, amen. That's real talk. I love you big time. Thank you so much. The end of her name was For Life. Exactly. Now, you can, and we're going to move on, you can sometimes disappoint yourself because sometimes you're putting people on pedestals that they can't stand on. And then when things go wrong, when you realize they're human, you're hurt. He let me down. No, you let yourself down. You put him somewhere else, he know he can't stand. But if I keep talking about R. Kelly, as some would say, in a negative light, oh, you're hating on R. Kelly. You said this a while back. I know what the hell I said a while back. I said it. Yeah, but then I saw something else that you ain't saw, or you done saw it, don't give a damn, trying to act like it's not there. You cannot deny the black elephant in the goddamn living room. Somebody ought to say hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. It's as simple as that. Stop playing damn games with yourselves. Some of y'all act like y'all want to be one of R. Kelly's next victims. Y'all want to eat some shit. R. Kelly. This is the world that R. Kelly created. He created this. He did this. Sonia, I love you big time. I thank you so much. Good evening, Karen. The truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. The truth don't change because you say I'm lying. No, Tammy, you took that the wrong way. I said beating the hell out of her having sex. That's what I said. I didn't say physically beating her. Well, you can call it somewhat physical. I said sex. I said sex. Let's move on. The last president before Joe Biden that was in office. Now that's another monster in human form. Before I get to what has been put up lately about him, I want to comment on what Ms. Rice said. When she was being interviewed by CNN anchor, asked her, do you think the country is safe for now after 9/11? She said yes. The news anchor said, I know a lot of people would disagree with that. I'm one of them. I'm in the background, me too. When you a public figure, we know you're human, but we don't expect for you to lie to us. We don't expect for you to give us sugar-coated shit cookies. Don't worry about whether we're going to panic or not. You can't do a damn thing about it either way it goes. If we panic, we panic. But do not lie to the American people. Anybody that feels safer today than when 9/11 happened, you got to be a fool with a serious damn problem. This country should still, in my opinion, be on high alert. Rice didn't get the email or the C-mail or the B-mail. She didn't get the email about the insurrection on January 6th. Had she received that email, she would have known that our democracy is something like that. She would have answered the question by saying, no, we're not. If you think Donald Duck was a threat to this country sitting in the White House, I promise you, he is more of a threat today than he was when he was in office. Right now, Donald Duck should be looked at as enemy 101. I don't know how you can let me read this. Lakeisha says, it feels good to hear a man speak so real and not coming off as a super fan. I love you big time. That's the only way we're going to do it. That's the only way I know how to do it. I wouldn't lie to you. I just keep my damn mouth shut. But when we set out to do this here, I didn't look at nobody's YouTube channel. I don't care. That's what they do. I don't need no points. I know what I want to do. And I just want to tell the truth. So now, the country should be on high alert right now. Every time Donald Duck goes somewhere to speak, He has a fan club. He has a fan club. He knows nothing about government affairs. He knows nothing about politics. He is a clown, a serious clown, a fool with a problem. Facebook censored the Honorable Louis Farrakhan because they said that he was a threat with some of the things he was saying. Well, I'm talking with a couple of guys when it first happened. They said, yeah, Mr. Scott, he is I don't think he is a threat, though. I don't think he's a threat. I said, as long as that brother lives, he's a major threat. They got him right. He's a threat. He tells you how it really is. And God forbid, we let some of y'all get this and y'all get in line and then check us. So he was a threat. And he still is. But now, they had to beg, scream, send letter after letter, have meeting after meeting for social media to say, don't sit down, I think, until 2022 or 2023. By that time, the damage was already done. It's already done. I would like to hear Rice talk now. She probably already knew it. When the generals were secretly sending out emails and calling people because they were terrified. They said Trump's mental state was off the radar. They didn't trust it. They said it's extremely possible for him to start a war to stay in the White House. I'll be damned, I said it. Nancy Pelosi said he'll do anything to stay in the White House. Hide the nukes, hide the nukes, hide the nukes. And then he will cuss them out. All of y'all fucked up. That's what he said. When you don't play along to get along. If you censor Louis Farrakhan, I don't know why we don't censor Donald Trump, because he's an ex-president. He should not be allowed to go anywhere and speak, because when he goes, it's that same goddamn sad love song. You know, it's not the election. That was y'all election. I get calls from people every day and say, we still consider you president of the United States. He probably do get them goddamn calls from the Ku Klux Klan or the Proud Boys. He probably do. Trump is a major threat to the United States. Major threat. A major threat. What was he doing January 6th? Laid back, watching TV, looking at the reports. Then he come out after they had to beg him to do it. These are good, and I'll paraphrase. These are good people. Patriots. Patriots. They love their country. But not one time did he tell them to sit their ass down. He made that speech because he knew he had to. If you want to blame just one person for January 6th, his name is Donald Duck. So now, Rice, they're calling for extra security this weekend. Rice, they're putting up the fence around the Capitol once again. you still can look the American people in their face and say, we're safer. If you do that, I'm sure you will. You're equal to Trump. This country is not safe. When you have people go into the Capitol and take documents, I mean classified documents, laptops, breaking in Nancy Pelosi's office, sitting down, taking pictures, stealing shit, urinating on the floor. Nancy, we're going to kill you. Pence, we're going to hang you. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I like what former President Barack said. He said when he looked at Trump, he knew one thing: he was a one-term president. But if Trump want to talk about stealing an election, well, let's go back to when he first ran for office. Now, I think you'll find some evidence in him, because as my brother said, I said he bought votes, and my brother, Tim Logan, said, no, he bought states. He did. Hillary Clinton, over 30 years government experience. Donald Duck, not one damn day, not 1 minute, not 1 hour. And he went in dumb and he came out dumber. The former president entered ceremonies for 911. Trump, no, you can't go. Fuck no. 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 Good evening. Louise, my voice come now. So why didn't they invite him? Oh, I don't know. Peace and tranquility, love and happiness. When they said this man was literally opening his mouth, asking, how can we start a war? Because I don't want to leave the White House. What the fuck? But don't forget, before then, I was talking the other day, he wanted to use the military to come and attack Black Lives Matter protesters. No, we're not going to use our military to attack us. No, we're not getting in this shit with you. He's a body without a soul. His mother should have been playing checkers that night, or jogging, any damn thing, but trying to get a nut to create a nut. Now watch this. A billboard had to be taken down. The billboard basically said, former President Donald Trump labeled him as the second coming of Jesus Christ. In a featured picture of Trump looking on alongside a misquoted passage from the Bible, which read, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. The billboard corrected that because he had the numbers wrong, but they still had to take it down. Did you hear what I just say he said? Did you hear what I just say he said? That takes me back to when he said, I'm law and order. I'm law and order. I'm a wartime president. Not even a goddamn president. No. He had no shame. He had no shame. He didn't give a damn. He told you who he was to your face. Fuck the niggas. Fuck them niggas. Fuck the Mexicans. Build a wall, make them pay for it. Yeah. Well, can you condemn white supremacists and the Proud Boys, Ku Klux Klan? People got upset because he didn't do it. I didn't get upset with him on that because I knew why he didn't do it. You cannot condemn your damn self. Somebody ought to say amen. Sonia, I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. This man is so unimportant. As rich as he is, he's still miserable. He's still lonely. He still seeks attention. Why in the fuck was he out the other day, Memorial Day? What? Why are you here? You talked about the soldiers that lost their life. You called them cowards. What you doing out here? I'm gonna tell you what he's doing. He's still pushing that big lie that brought about that big change on voting rights. This country is going to hell, and we're not taking back roads. We're on the interstate, and we're flying because we're being guided by jackasses down a one-way street to a fucking dead end. What we need to control is not being controlled. I totally disagree with a vaccine mandate. Here's the thing. I'm a grown-ass man. This is not 1821. This is 2021. Which means slavery days are gone. We cannot mandate people take a vaccine that they don't want to take. When it started to become a problem, well, you know, blacks still go back to Tuskegee experiment and all that stuff and everything. Okay, yeah, but we got other things that we're talking about too that pertains to that. So don't just put it on blacks that they're not willing to take the vaccine. They're out of order. Do you not know there's some Mexicans? Do you not know there's some white people that will not take that vaccine? If that vaccine was so goddamn well, it would set itself. Especially when it comes to black people. We've been an experiment from day one. Sometimes we knew it, sometimes we didn't. But you cannot mandate people take a vaccine if they don't want to take it. What's next? You're going to mandate who they have sex with? When you give them an inch, they go further. Just because it's legal, don't make it right. You can't make people take a goddamn vaccine they don't want to fucking take it. Y'all got to take this. We're trying to get to a certain number. Fuck you and fuck your numbers. No, what about me? What about me? I have a mind. I have a family. I can't think for them. Next, you're going to mandate, this is really probably coming, you're going to mandate what a person can and cannot purchase on that SNAP card. You know what I'm talking about, the food stamps. I like what former President Obama said. He said, don't accept the world they're trying to get you to live in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Biden was right when he was vice president. He wants us back in chains. That's what they want. That's what they want. It ain't got worse yet. But if I don't want my child to take it, if I don't want my wife to take it, you're going to make them take it. That's going to make me look like a bitch. That I'm going to let you come up in here and run this shit. This is supposed to be a free country. Everybody don't agree with everything. Everybody don't believe in the Bible. Everybody don't believe in government. Does that make them people evil? No, it's just the way they see it. If we don't think like you, we're wrong. Prove it. Nicki Minaj got herself into some hot water. Nicki Minaj got the White House 38 hot. Did y'all see that? For a while now, Nicki Minaj has been speaking out about the vaccine, COVID-19. I guess it was 3 days ago, a friend of hers, a relative, I think she said she had someone that got, after they took the vaccine, I hope I'm telling it right, their nuts swelled up. And the dude was getting ready to get married in just a couple of days, and the wife called it off. Ain't nothing she could do with swollen nuts anyway. But is that true? I don't know. This is my first time hearing it. But it got the White House attention to what they called it. And was telling about different doctors and stuff, what they said and what they said. Here's the thing about this. If you said what I'm saying is not true, but that's not good enough for me. Prove to me what I'm saying is not true. When this scientists talk, y'all listen. When this one over here talk, y'all listen. When this expert over here talk, y'all listen. When y'all do the same thing. Okay, they're all speaking on the same subject, but each one of them come with a different version that's nothing like neither one. So I don't know who to believe. The problem is you got too many people speaking out on this virus, on this vaccine. We don't know who the hell to believe. Well, listen to them. Well, don't listen to them. They don't listen to them. Yeah, well, listen to them. If I listen to you, motherfuckers, I might as well let you be done with that. We cannot keep shutting people down because we said they're lying about the vaccine. And whatever you put out, that's law. That's the truth. Prove it. Come on. I'm not going to take it. I haven't taken it. I'm not going to take it. This is the making of new world order. This company says it will fire any employees that don't get the vaccine or don't get checked regular. Really? I cannot force my beliefs off on you all. I can't do it. I wouldn't do it. It's just what I believe. And whatever you believe, that's you. I respect that. I do. But I'm a grown ass man. I think I'm able to speak for myself and my family. When you accept a vaccine mandate, what you are accepting is a life mandate, which means now we're on your ass. We're going to do what we said do, when we said do it, and how. You can't marry her because she's white. You can't marry her. I know she's black, but she's so goddamn close to white. You can't marry her. You can't. So whatever you say is law. I can't see it. Because several people from the World Health Organization speaking on the same issue, watching. A lot of times they come with something so different, like, who I believe. Here's how you fix that. You stop listening to them sapsuckers. And you remember one thing. You are responsible for you and your family. There should not have to be a law or a principal, anybody to tell you to send your child to school. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. No one should tell you not to keep your child home. We found that kids learn better when they're in school. God, this damn pandemic just showed up on the scene. And if y'all already found out that that's bullshit. The superintendent, principals, teachers, they're speaking this language because you're messing with their paycheck. But anyone that comes out, either a certified doctor, psychologist, scientist, that goes against you taking the vaccine, don't listen to them. See, this is why people are confused, because, see, that's an outright lie. Prove it. And they can't. They can't. They can't. Do they ever tell you about how many people died after taking the vaccine? Do they tell you that the vaccine that you're taking now don't do a damn thing for the Delta virus? They don't tell you that. They don't tell you how many people have gotten sick after taking the vaccine and then getting COVID-19. Cynthia took the shot. A few days later, she's out of her damn mind. She laughing. She was. And so I'm like, why you hurting and you took the shot? We know why. After that, what happens next? Cynthia gets the goddamn virus. Now, you need a booster shot. You ain't finna boost shit here because I ain't took nothing. Ain't no boosting. Well, no, you might not need a booster shot. Okay, so Fauci said this. Bobby says this. Just let me get a goddamn drink and do the fuck I want to do. Because they're confusing all of us. But it's a way to deal with that confusion. Remember, it's your life. It's your family. You send your child to school. They learn a student has the virus. Your child can't come home. Your child is being placed on lockdown for about 14 days. You can't talk to him. You can't see him. And then they might come back to you dead. Do you know how disturbing that would have to be for a parent? God forbid the child gets sick. God forbid the child die. Then the family holds, the mother and the father hold themselves responsible for what happened. And you should do that. These are not the government kids. These are your kids. You have to take care of them. You have to do it. Nobody else but you. I want to share something with you that popped up earlier today. And when I read it, it was so sad. It was extremely sad when I read what this young lady was saying. Let's go to Texas before we get out of here. Let's go to Texas. Now, before I share with you what she said, I just want to tell you my beliefs about abortion. Tammy says her family, her parents took it. Were there any setbacks? Oh, Tammy. When a woman's body, it's just me. Tell me if I'm wrong. A woman's body is her body. I just don't think man should have the power to tell that woman what she can do and cannot do with her body. Well, you know, God frowns on, I'm so sick of hearing that goddamn passage there. God God frowns on a lot of shit. Lying, stealing, cheating. He frowns on a lot of shit. So don't cherry pick something out the Holy Bible to try to make somebody feel guilty about what they believe. How can you just kill a baby? Let me ask you this. Ask that woman that got raped and pregnant. How could she kill a baby? We're going to make her have that baby. He raped her. I don't give a fuck. Here's what the governor of Texas said. We're going to, I swear to God, he said in heaven, bag me up, put it up, think of mine. We're going to arrest all the rapists in Texas. I don't know if that motherfucker was drinking Hennessy. He could have been smoking a blunt, because a blunt don't have you thinking off the wall with that silly shit. But the young lady, for some reason I can't find it, but here's what she did. She was talking about the new abortion law in Texas. She said, I'm glad it wasn't in place when I had my abortion. She said, there's really no wiggle room. We'll decide whether or not you should give birth to the baby and the father is the guy that raped you. Well, if you're going to do that, there's no need for you to arrest the rapist, because whether they become a couple or not, he needs to be out to take care of his responsibilities. Here's what she said happened. She said, I couldn't tell nobody because my parents are professionals, white collar. They're heavy members off into the church. Everybody likes them. Everybody respects them. If I say something like this, no one will believe me. So that's why I said I dealt with it. But my mama abused me, and my daddy did the same thing. But my daddy went a step further. My daddy impregnated me. My daddy impregnated me. I'm glad it didn't happen then, because you would have forced me to have that child. We have to remember, a woman's body is her body. She don't need a spokesperson to tell her what to do with her body. Stop using God as a dog. God gonna get you. God don't like ugliness. You know God to you. God gonna do something. Quit trying to sick God on people like God is a dog. You ain't got no damn power. That's between them and God. Let's talk about your messed up life. I find it appalling to always bring up God to try to convince somebody to sway your way. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Patricia. Archie said, Mr. Scott, my daughter took it and had a stroke. They won't tell you that. They won't tell you that. Patricia, how's your daughter doing now? Tammy says her parents took it. When they tell you about the side effects, this is what they're going to tell you first. Well, it comes with some side effects, but see, the side effects they're very minimum. You probably won't even get it. If you love me, if you really love me, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. I promise you, you probably think I can't, but I can handle it. We're not God. Our personal beliefs should not be poured on other people. Whatever we believe. I don't do Christmas. I don't do the holidays. And when my daughter was probably about 12 or 13, she knows Daddy don't do that. Daddy don't buy trees. Daddy don't buy gifts. But what I didn't do, I never pushed what I believe off on my child. I told her why I believed the way I did, but I dare not interrupt her happiness. So she would always go over to some of my family and the mother's family for my holidays. I'm gonna be less of a man to try to force what I believe off of anybody. Just a second now. Okay, I forget the name, but whatever. Listen, y'all. I think it's so elementary. I think it's so immature. I think it's so outright fucking super stupid that your life is so fucked up. I mean fucked up, which means that your mother should have had a goddamn abortion herself instead of having your dumb bitch ass. Get the fuck off my life with that bullshit. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Kelly. We're talking about real life issues and your depressed status. Come on here, free R. Kelly. Go over there and tell them to free R. Kelly and see what the fuck's gonna happen. You can hashtag free R. Kelly all day. Bitch, you ain't getting out. You stupid motherfuckers, get the fuck on. That's embarrassing. But every time your bitch ass come over here, and the boy get a check, come on back and I'll cut you out tomorrow. Y'all some stupid low-down motherfuckers. You don't have a care in this world. You just floating through life. Let me go over here and fuck up. And if I didn't like Mr. Scott, if I was jealous of Mr. because I know it's a whole goddamn thing right there. That jealousy with what I do is eating your ass on the inside, and it's like cancer, and it's spreading because you don't know how to treat it. You sure make me look good. You sure do. You make me look real good. But I never call your bitch name. I'll just do what I did. I'll block your ass. Silly motherfuckers. Now, back to how wonderful God is. Tomorrow night, be it Lord willing, we will discuss the lady, if we didn't get a chance to discuss tonight in Alabama, that got on a school bus and beat up an 11-year-old child for bullying her child. We'll discuss that tomorrow. We'll discuss the civil case of Derek Chauvin, who killed George Floyd. And there's something else we're going to discuss. Okay. We will discuss that tomorrow, be it the Lord willing. And the creek. Okay, that's wonderful news. That's wonderful news. That's wonderful news. People, let me say this before we go. Stop embarrassing yourselves on folks' channel. Do you know how stupid that makes you look? Think about it. That really makes you look stupid. And these people have been with me from day one. They're stupid and immature. Baby, I don't go on nobody's channel that I don't like. Or if I think they lying, I'll never go that route. I'll never go that route. Why I wouldn't do that? Because that says a lot about me. It says I'm super goddamn stupid. Your life is, you are a person of self-made misery. Your parents must be so proud. Your whole family probably fucked up. Ain't no cure for jealousy. This ain't no IB pill or IBU pill, one pill cure all. Don't work that way. Don't let jealousy be the reason you don't live
before you die. And I don't have time to explain it to you because I know that missed your ass. Because while you was over here bullshitting, you go carry your ass to school. As always, we thank y'all for tuning into our live broadcast tonight. Forgive my voice, it just keeps going. We'll be back tomorrow. Be at the Lord William Creek. Don't rise. We've taken down the PayPal app because it's now connected to a business that we're getting ready to start. Tammy, always 100, never fake, says, damn, R. Kelly, that's not what we're talking about. You just preach. You just preach. You just preach. If y'all love R. Kelly so much, go and ask the sheriff or the police chief, can you go in there and shit in a cup and then put it in your mouth and eat it for him because you love him. And don't forget to say free R. Kelly when you go back. Matter of fact, put it on your t-shirt. Silly bastards. Look, okay, so we took that app down. The Cash App is still up. The Cash App is still working. Cash App still up and it's still working. And remember, I'm not always right. You are not always wrong. We have a lot of work. We'll see you all tomorrow night. I love you big time. My voice is really